Do your kids get an abundance of candy for Halloween? Mine do, especially having 3 that go trick-or-treating. The candy adds up. So I'm gonna share a couple ideas on what to do with all that candy. My name is Vanessa, and if you guys are not new, I am typically in my kitchen, but today I am sitting down in my office area because I want to share some tips, ideas on what to do with all that Halloween candy. So in the past, I have always just kept the candy in the drawer and would let my kids have 1, maybe 2 pieces per day, depending on what we were doing, how they were behaving, and all of that. But we still got so much candy, especially with having 3 kids that go trick-or-treating. We just get a ton, and we do live a very good neighborhood that has a lot of houses that give out candy. So we always come home with an abundance, like way too much, and we end up just having it all year. So I did a little research and I found a few different things that you can do with your Halloween candy. So let's get right into these. I'm going to be sharing 5. Number 1 is sell it. If you guys did not know, a lot of dental offices have a buyback program where they will buy your Halloween candy from you, and they do a couple different things to it. They donate it to local organizations, or they also ship it overseas to troops, people in the military that don't go trick-or-treating, and it's just like a nice little surprise for them. So they do have a lot of dentists. Check your local ones, but they have buyback programs. I think it's typically like a certain amount per pound of candy. So this is something fun that you could definitely do with your kids. Have them pick out the amount that you would like them to keep, or have them pick out all the candy that they're just not loving, it's not their favorite, and take that to your local dentist and participate in that. So number 2 is kind of piggybacking off of taking it to the dentist. So what they do is they will pay you for your candy, but you could also just go ahead and send it to the troops yourselves. So I will have a link down below if you guys want to check out different areas. A lot of information down below in the description box, but there is a couple programs where you can go ahead and send your Halloween candy overseas to the troops. Number 3 is another way to donate yourself is to local food shelters. They will take candy, homeless shelters, crisis relief centers, just depending on what's going on, but there are so many opportunities to donate your candy. All right, so number 4, this is actually a video that I shared last year. You can bake with your Halloween candy and go ahead and put it in your freezer. That way it does last a little longer. If you didn't know, just a little side tip is you can go ahead and freeze your Halloween candy as well and save it for the next year, or save it for a future use or something like that. But you could go ahead and, depending on the candy that you have, bake it. I'll have the video that I shared last year in the description and up in the iCards if you guys want to check that out. But I do bake with the candy sometimes too, and I just pop it in my freezer, and then I have dessert for later on in the year. So speaking of later on in the year and saving it, tip number 5 is to save it for December. If you guys do advent calendars, save that candy for advent calendars. Don't go out and buy more. Make your own advent calendar. If you guys celebrate Hanukkah, for Hanukkah nights, you can save your candy for that. Also, depending on the candy that you have, you can use it to decorate Christmas cookies or gingerbread houses. So many things that you can do with all that candy. Okay, so actually I have a bonus one, and this is use it for science experiments. Have you guys seen, especially if you get Skittles, that rainbow science activity that you can do where you're pouring a liquid on the Skittles and they all run together and create a liquid? Turning it into some sort of educational experience for your kids is definitely a thumbs up in my book. Okay, so those are the tips that I have for you guys today with Halloween just around the corner on Wednesday, just a couple days away. I wanted to go ahead and just give you guys some little tips for what to do with all that candy. If you guys have any more tips, leave them down below so we can all look them over and get even more feedback on what to do with all the sugar that's about to come into our lives. So if you guys like this type of video where I give you certain tips on a certain subject, give this a big thumbs up. If you have a subject having to do with the kitchen or food or anything like that that you would like tips on, leave that down below. I'm always looking for more ideas and ways to help you guys out in your home. If you are new, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and stick around. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.